Hello. All right. Let's do a speed paint. Somebody suggested that I show the timer, so there it is. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, there you go. And let's make a new file. There you go. Let's expand this canvas. Let's shrink it a bit, actually. It's a little too dense, the pixels. Okay. So I've been feeling pretty tired, and although I have a lot of time on my hands, I just been feeling really kind of just relaxing. I've been doing this thing lately where I have been taking on less and less responsibilities so that I can have more and more time to just figure out what it is that I would like to do. And I'm discovering that the kinds of things I like to do, absolutely take more time. But I'm also recognizing that I just need to slow down a lot more, find more life things to do, and really start to connect more intimately with my close friends and family and find a connection with those things more intimately. I have been contacting close buddies of mine and long lost friends, just because it's really valuable to me to maintain this type of structure, because I found that I've been, really pushing a lot of stuff throughout my career, and I've been feeling a lot of overwhelmingness, and lately I have had some opportunities to kind of slow down a bit, but it's not that I slow down entirely. I still am doing some freelance. I still teach my courses. I still have to make a living, but because of the move, because of like me living in a different country that's a little bit more affordable, I am able to kind of take a breather and recalibrate my life a little bit. I'm taking this opportunity to do so. But it's not full stop. I still have a lot of priorities, a lot of things that I need to take care of. But in general, I'm just trying to leverage this slowing down so I can kind of just get a breather. And one thing that I've discovered is that, I still have this kind of strong sense that I need to get a lot of stuff done, and that there's this it's not going to last forever. It's not going to last forever. That I'm going to have to find something else to do, something else that's going to have long-lasting meaning, and something that's going to have to fill this gap of like maintaining income and value. And it's really bizarre because I don't feel that that's true. I think I've already created a circumstance that even if I, let's say, ran out of all the money that I've saved up, and which is not millions of dollars or anything crazy, but just like it's enough of money that I can save up for like the next several months if I didn't work at all, right? Which is good. But I definitely am not spending it. I'm working still, so I don't have to spend it. That's why I'm just putting more money into it. But the idea that is like, that's not forever. My wife and I were talking about retirement plans for the kids and stuff like this. So we're trying to like find other strategies. And so for me, it's like, I wonder if there's still more to do. And that feeling of like, am I really out of this? Am I really going to be able to just slow down? Or do I have to continuously like keep going, keep speeding up? And it just keeps weighing on me, and it makes it hard to enjoy just even slowing down. But one thing that I realized, even just recently, even though I'm feeling tired and just kind of lethargic and just want to chill, one thing that I do realize is that I have been finding more and more time to just talk to long lost friends and colleagues really frequently, and just catching up and seeing how they've been doing, seeing how my friends have been doing, seeing how my family has been doing, just checking in with people in general, realizing the people that are closest to me and who they are, people who actually keep in touch and maintain strong, meaningful relationships with me, and people who tend to just vanish, you know? And this has become a very clear and important factor to kind of my next stage of life. And I'm just trying to kind of garner what this means to me. Because for me, I have a lot of, I have a lot of things that I care about in this world, but I don't have as much time as I would like when I am working so hard and so aggressively for the many years. For those of you who don't know, like, I have a lot of things that I've done in this career that that I feel that have put me in the position that I am today, that I'm very fortunate for. And because of that, I also feel a lot of responsibility to a lot of people, for instance, like my students and people who are fans of my work, to maintain some sort of, attendance. But at the same time, it's like, well, when can I just stop doing stuff? When can I also just stop being Robotpencil and just be Anthony Jones, And that's a question I ask myself pretty frequently. And it's not a question that is an existential one that really keeps me up at night and gives me a hard time or anything. Like, I actually love drawing, and I actually love doing all this cool art stuff and creating this type of content. It's more of just like a long-term kind of question. It's like, when is it that this is done? And when can I say that I'm done and it's okay for me and anyone around me? And like I said in the previous video, like, I stop when I felt like stopping, and I didn't make a whole video about it because I feel like it's okay to do that. But just this longer question I thought I'd bring up to you guys so you guys can kind of understand like where my mind has been at for the last several months, if not for years. And so to me, just in the last few days, I've been having a lot of fun doing a lot of content and creating YouTube videos, but eventually, I'm going to want to continuously put out content that I like, but I also don't want to feel pressured to feel like I have to do it. And today is one of those days where I was asking myself, okay, I don't necessarily want to put out content, but I should. And I asked myself, is it because I have to, because there's an audience and they're demanding it? Or is it because I want to? Or it's because it's like trying to keep myself accountable to a schedule that I'm trying to do, because I want to speed paint pretty frequently. And the answer should always be because I want to do it because of certain skill that I'm trying to obtain, And as long as that's the answer, then I should feel okay. And that is the answer. Like, I didn't stream this weekend, even though I said I might. Just because, the power was out and I didn't feel up to it. Like, I just wanted to just relax. I ended up watching a movie I'd never seen before. That's an old film that I'm so surprised I haven't seen it up until that point. It was The Godfather. I never seen The Godfather literally until yesterday evening. And I gotta say, it's so crazy. I just saw it. And it was great. It was super cool. It actually still holds up for as old as it is. Definitely aged. Let's just stop painting. That's where I'm done. It definitely aged. I can feel its age. You know what I mean? But it was kind of cool to see kind of like this older film and what it was and what it might have meant for people at the time of viewing, because there's a lot of stuff that I think I'm used to seeing now, and some of the blood was just clearly cartoonish, but I was just thinking man, for the time, I can imagine people flipping out and being like, holy smokes, And so for me, it was really nice to just be able to just chill and relax and have a day where I'm just worried about the power and stuff like that. And I'm starting to also reflect on the kind of content that I want to create and kind of art that I want to make. And I really have, I did the pitch stuff the other day. I really have some stories I would love to tell and pitches that I would like to do. I might want to do more of that. and tell stories and do pitches. And again, the YouTube channel, I don't want to grow in terms of making something that's like, oh, I'm going to do this so that way I find ways for it to be only monetary. I want to do it so that it's also therapeutic for me, something that I can show you guys something cool, maybe give some educational value and something that you guys can learn from, as well as something that benefits me, so that way I can continuously produce content. So it's not just a matter of, oh, I better do it because there is value for me in terms of monetary gain. I think a lot of what drove me to make a lot of content in the past was always like, how do I find ways to leverage this, you know? And now I'm just like, I don't want to do that. I've always wanted to be a little bit more free, a little bit more open. And if I can do that, I should. And so here we are. But anyway, thanks for listening to my rant. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's speed painting. I'll see you guys at the next one.